Yeah. No.
It's pretty good. I think you might like it.
Okay. Love you. Thank you. All right, guys. So today we have GameStop earnings coming out today. It should be a fun day. We'll see what we get. GameStop currently at $24. We got the SPY pumping up today, all the way up to $3.98. A huge bull day in the market. Hey, what's up, K Hori? What's up, man? So the earnings report is going to be released at 4 p.m. APRN, yeah. GameStop up to $24. 24 bucks. Y'all do me a favor as you come into the stream, hit the like button. We certainly appreciate it. We're going to do our normal Twitter poll, and we're also going to do a poll here. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Bull or bear on GameStop's earning report and call. Vote on the poll. Let us know if you're bullish or bearish. Let's forget you got to capitalize the S and stop for GameStop. GameStop up to 24s here. Let me know if you're buying this. Vote on the poll right now. We're also doing a Twitter poll. APR pumping. We started the stream a little bit earlier than we normally do, but that's all good. Vote on the Twitter poll if you can as well. We're going to make this only a couple hours long. And then we're going to cover the 4 earnings call. We're going to cover the earnings actually released. You can see the SPY has just been ramping all the way up, almost to 400 again today. Again, if you want to vote call or puts on Twitter, here is the Twitter link that we normally post. We're also going to get ready to send it to our mailing list as well. Google restriction employee travel. How did the Apple conference go? I'm assuming it went well. Here is Apple, and Apple is actually green. So if we look at when the conference started, it started right around here. And it looks like Apple's mostly had some positive reactions from this for Apple. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Thank you. Thank you. Love you. All right, we got Apple up there. We are creating another newsletter here for earnings. If you want to be a part of our newsletter, let me know. GSAT got the deal and got halted on news. Really, man. Hey, you've been talking about that one, bro. It ripped up here. So, hey, props to you, bro. Good call. Let's see how this affects the entire ape list of stocks, really, you know. We're going to go ahead and make the post for GameStop earnings. GameStop over 24s here. Let me know if you're buying the dip. Looking to ENSZ for a very long hold. Okay, got you. All right, guys, GameStop up to 24.05, still pumping up here. Again, the earnings call is going to be released pretty soon. In about 40 minutes or so. We're starting early as we do. Again, hit that like button on the way in while we get everybody joined up in the first few minutes of this. All right, so far we got 82.4% saying calls, 17.5% saying puts here. Again, vote on the poll right now. Shout out to you guys. We appreciate all the votes so far for GameStop. And yeah, we appreciate everybody here joining us for the GameStop earnings call. I'm waiting for my tea to calm down a little bit. I need some caffeine in my life, you know. So we'll see if we get it. I appreciate all the calls and puts, PJ. So you're saying straggle it, huh? Hey, let us know how you feel, PJ. GameStop moving up right now, though. Again, if you want to be a part of our newsletter, we got hundreds of people in this newsletter. And so if you want to be a part of it, go to beginnertrading.net/members, and you can become a member, be a part of the newsletter, join hundreds of people in being a part of this. There is the link for that. If you want to become a member, it's completely free, doesn't cost anything. And yeah, join up, become a member team. We are going to stream the entire earnings call so you can hear everything, watch the report live. We're also going to be covering all the other earnings that come out today, which, to be honest, there's not really any other big ones outside of GameStop, but still worth covering, of course. And yeah, we'll see. All right, we're sending this newsletter out right now. If you want to be a part of that newsletter, we put the link in chat. GameStop holding at VWAP, holding at the 200 moving average. And yeah, we're going to get ready to send this newsletter out to hundreds of people right now. So don't miss out. Join that newsletter team. SPHH, what's up, damn? Yep, I was downstairs. It was quick. Still on $2 calls. Hey, nice, man. Good work. But yeah, look at GameStop. It's starting to fight back here. Let's see if GameStop can break over 25. It's had a rough run the last couple days and really, you know, the last 2 weeks or so. Before the market essentially turned on everybody regarding Bed Bath & Beyond, Ape, and AMC, it was all the way up to almost $50. You know, it did its split earlier this year. A few months ago. And so, again, the expectations for the earnings today on GameStop are as follows here. We'll drop these earnings, which is as follows. Oh, we also have DocuSign today? No. DocuSign is tomorrow, right? Yeah, DocuSign is tomorrow. And so with that, GameStop is expecting about 38-cent loss per share on about 1.27 billion of revenue. So yeah. There we go, making sure my email works. Looks like it does. Nice. All right, cool. Emails are out. Cineworld UK, but the options are cheap enough. Again, vote in the poll, man. If y'all are confused on what you think it's going to do, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's grow this channel. 30 votes so far. 53% say bullish, 47% say bearish. We're pretty split. Let us know your opinion. I'm waiting for my tea to calm down. You might not realize it, but I haven't had any caffeine yet. And so I am patiently waiting for the caffeine to start. And yeah, usually, again, we got about 35 minutes or so before the earnings come out. Earnings are going to be released at 4 p.m., sometime after 4 p.m. For GameStop, they are specifically scheduled, just to put this in perspective, for GameStop, they are specifically scheduled to drop at 4:05 Eastern Standard Time. So 5 minutes after the closing bell today, they're going to release the earnings report for GameStop, and then the actual earnings call for GameStop is set for, to be exact, 5 p.m. And so we're going to stream everything leading up to that. We don't really, we also have Dave & Buster earnings today as well. I completely forgot. We do have Dave & Buster earnings as well. And so we're going to be covering that stuff also. All right, so yeah, so we got Dave and Buster's. There we go. And GameStop over 24s though, so it has been moving up the past couple minutes here. It's over VWAP, it's over the 200 moving average. For GameStop, we are talking about quarter two earnings. Go and yeah, let me know what you guys think. GameStop all the way up to 24.20, so starting to push higher. Cineworld UK, the DNB games I want to play are always broken. It's used as they're almost 1 billion float. In terms of the deal, they say they have to raise capital by like 18. I think it was DSA satellites. For the first time ever, a company getting a rumor of an Apple deal actually got one. GameStop pumping higher right now, guys. Look at this. So GameStop's running a little bit here. Tony was talking about GSAT. Yeah, I'll have to message him and say, yo. But look at GameStop moving up higher and higher here ahead of this. We still got about 30 minutes before the actual earnings report is out. And GameStop is at 24.45s right now, 24.45s. So, yeah, we'll see how high it goes, 24.50 or so. If we can get over 24.50, I think that's a big level we should pay attention to. I haven't really been any big earnings. Tomorrow we have Jerome Powell speaking. We're going to be covering that also. So do we have JP speaking tomorrow, which will be relevant. It'll be impactful over the market. You know, every time he's been speaking lately. I know we had the Fed speaking today, Barkin, I believe it was, but it wasn't really super relevant. With this GameStop, you know, this will impact the meme stocks. It'll definitely impact AMC, Bed Bath, all that stuff. All right, so analysts are expecting a minus 38 cents a share loss, reflecting negative growth of minus 100% versus the same quarter last year. Sales are projected to have risen 6% to 1.25 billion during quarter two. GameStop has averaged a minus 251.5 average negative surprise over the past 4 quarters. Shares of GameStop have fallen about 27%. Let me know if you think it's a dip buy now. I mean, I think there's an argument for that. You know, again, do you think it's a dip buy now? Fed is speaking at 9:10 in the morning, and we're going to cover that live as it happens as well. Hey, what's up, Liana? Good morning or good evening. I'm used to seeing you guys in the morning. Regal Cinnamon declared bankruptcy. What's the symbol for Regal? What's the symbol for Regal? I know it was something. Hey, always good, Ali B. Yeah, J Powell gonna shake up the Apple cart. Yeah, man. My DraftKings trade's looking great. Again, my DraftKings trade's looking good. I'm still in Neo as well. To be honest, I'm still in 25 shares of Neo. I'm just kind of letting that one sit, holding a few other things. But we're slightly green on the day. Nothing too bad. We lost a little bit day trading the SPY this morning, but we made some in DraftKings. We made some in Neo as a little bit longer term trades. Mostly mum lately. 75 is the number. Yeah, 100%. Again, vote on the poll right now. We got about 48 votes, bull or bear. 52% are saying bullish. 48% are saying bearish. Again, we still got about 35 minutes before the actual numbers are going to drop. And so it's still pretty early. We're just kind of hanging out early for the stream. We talked about it on Twitter. Yeah, we got 39 votes already. All right, guys. So GameStop all the way over 2450s. Let's see if it holds support there. Bro, I feel so dumb, bro. I've been calling a strangle option a straggle option. You know, it's kind of like Fraggle Rock. You know, straggle is what I've been calling it. I've literally been calling this straggle for like weeks now. Nobody's corrected me. Chat, y'all should correct me on this here, okay? Y'all been letting me walk around literally saying straggle, okay? Like nobody's gonna be like, yo, John, it's not straggle, it's strangle. Nobody's gonna say that. Y'all aren't gonna correct me. Nobody's gonna say anything here. Y'all are gonna be like, yo, John, you know, you're saying it wrong, bro. You're looking dumb out there. Nobody's gonna correct me. I see you guys. All right, I understand. All right, guys. Mod should correct you. Hey, it's all good, dude. Top 3 stragglers in the world right now. Listen, if we're gonna say it straggles, you know. GameStop starting to pull a red to green move here. We'll see if it comes back. I'm just looking for a good sleazy call out service. The front loads. Oh, bro, you came to the right place here, man. This is it. You know, this is the front loading call out, you know, generator here. That's what we do on this channel. We front load everything, and that's all we do, bro. Listen, you know. Scraggle Rock, hey, top 3 shows of all time. GameStop up to 2470s here. We're gonna see if it moves. Still got about 30 minutes until the earnings come out. Usually, just to put this into perspective, if you're wondering why there's only like 50 people here, so usually when I do these earnings streams, I start them right now. But because the GameStop earnings, you know, these can cause some chaos in the markets, I would say. I decided to stream a little bit early, and so I'm here with you degenerates a little bit early than normal, and that's okay. You know, GameStop's starting to rip back up. It's at 2470s right now, 2470s, and yeah, stick around, guys. RGC is not Regal Cinemas; they are owned by Cineworld. Well, what's the symbol here? Y'all are throwing out the Cineworld stuff, but what's the actual symbol here? Again, if we're looking on Twitter here, guys, and you can give me a follow on Twitter. You know, we got some great memes on Twitter. You know, this is me after my Snap call. You know, this is me after my Snapchat call. You know, rolling in money. You know, this is me after Netflix earnings at one time. You know, and so listen, follow me on Twitter, guys. Follow me on Twitter. We did our Twitter poll here. We got about 42 votes so far. 59%, almost 60%. We're going to round up. 60% are calls. 40% are puts. Again, calls or puts. Vote on the Twitter poll right now. I would never pressure you to, but if you don't, I'll hate you forever. And yeah, vote on the poll right now, guys, if you can. Certainly appreciate it. Party was my early buy, May swing. Party City kills it, renting large spaces to sell. Yeah, hey, Party, I mean, they're just going to run out of business because Amazon is no longer going to use them anymore. Or Amazon is just not going to, people aren't going to find a use for Party right now. People are just going to order stuff online. GameStop's starting to ramp, though, guys. Almost at 25 here. We got American Eagle earnings as well. What other earnings do we have today? But GameStop rip it up. Red to green move. Looks solid. From APRN. We can look at APRN. GSAT ramped up on the Apple deal, and now it's coming back down. APRN is up to 650, so it looks solid. Holding VWAP really well, holding the 200 moving average, and these have kind of been trending together. So they're interesting. Oh, that's a bad joke. Also, that's a bad joke, Wood. That's a bad joke, bro. Come on. Nah, it's all good, dude. But yeah, be nice. You guys got to be nice out here. GameStop pulling back a little bit here, down to 2450s. Let's Cineworld.L. Let's Cineworld. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here it is, Cineworld. For me, it's this is Cineworld, which has just been in chaos. Yeah, so I don't know if this is the right one. It says it's Cineworld, but I'm not sure if that's the right one. We'll see. But yeah, here's GameStop, guys. GameStop. Again, we got about 25 minutes before the actual earnings are released, and then we're going to cover the full call here as well, if you haven't seen it. All right, guys, 2450s for GameStop. Dipping down a little bit here. That news came out on August 19th for Cineworld. Yeah, GameStop. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know. You should be able to hear the music. If not, let me know. Again, 52% are bullish on the GameStop earnings call. Again, vote of the poll. We got the Twitter link going up. GameStop dipping down a little bit. SPY has gone absolutely crazy after the Apple conference here. We almost covered it. We're at 398s now. Tomorrow we do have Jay Powell coming on. So we have Jay Powell happening tomorrow at 9:10 as he's supposed to speak. We also have some economic data coming out tomorrow with jobless sales or jobless claims reports coming out. I'm pretty sure jobless claims numbers. Let me look at the economic calendar here. I'm pretty sure jobless claims. GameStop pulling back down. I'm a GameStop bull here. I think GameStop's cheap. I think considering the size of the following, GameStop's very cheap. I think it's pulling back huge over the past couple days. And so I think we could consider this oversold territory when you look at like a 180-day chart and you zoom out. I think you can kind of see the extension on the downside relative to where it was pre-split and all that stuff. I think it's cheap right now. And I think that it's at 2440s. I think they made a bunch of money from their split. And they're making it more affordable for traders too. So we'll see if it continues. But yeah, I don't hate it. Where's Bed Bath at today, bro? Bed Bath is ramping up over 750s. I think as long as they can get over 7 and hold, it needs that, to be honest. So it kind of truly needs to get over 7 or somewhere around that and hold. And who knows if it will, And again, vote of the poll, guys, if you haven't already. Earnings actually come out in 20 minutes. Let's see if it causes chaos, bro. Yeah, crazy day. Gonna test this GameStop pullback. I might as well, bro. I might buy this just ahead of time. It might have some bad news, but we'll see. You know, the markets are still open. All right, so we just bought a little bit more GameStop. We'll see what happens. We bought it. We added on this dip. We'll see. Apple ramped up. Huge day for Apple. I just like the pullback. I think we might be. Again, I'm gonna preface this with I have no idea what GameStop's gonna do. But what about the future? Well, I think sometimes what GameStop has historically shown us is that a huge support system of traders can solve a lot of problems. You know, I think is what it really is. I think GameStop has a ridiculous support system of traders, and I think that can solve a ton of problems in this niche of GameStop. You know, I think you know, it's just going to solve a lot of problems. And I think because of that, you know, I wouldn't put it past it to, you know, it can drop. But I think usually, eventually, once it becomes into value territory, for me, it looks cheap, you know. But again, I might be wildly wrong. Maybe it crashes. No idea. But yeah, you know, it just looks cheap to me. Now, again, I could be wildly wrong. Not an investment professional. Certainly don't sue me. The other question is, how is AMC and others like it affected by this as well? AMC's ripping up too. AMC up to 840s. Ape is up to 505, but you're kind of seeing the big float in Ape. So, you know, Ape much more than AMC in that regard. You can kind of see the size of the float and how it impacts it. So Ape is very neutral sideways. Been moving up a little bit, but very neutral sideways. Yeah, you can look at the GameStop chart. Let's see if we can see the EPS forecast. You look at earnings for GameStop. All right, so here's tip ranks, and we're looking at the GameStop earnings here. All right, so this is their historical earnings, and this is something I always like to look at when it comes to earnings and stocks. Here's September 8th, 2020. So this is the last 2 years of earnings reports. And so EPS was 35 cents, and then it got a little bit better at 13 cents. And then they actually profited a little bit at 34 cents. They lost a little bit the next quarter, lost 11 cents a share. They lost a little bit more the next quarter. Then they lost a big EPS drop at 47 cents. And then the next one was 52 cents. So now this one, they're expecting 41 cents. And remember, it's on par with expectations here. And so it's really going to depend on what the expectations are for GameStop. That's going to influence how good or bad it performs, to be honest here. We still got about 18 minutes before the actual earnings come out. And again, vote in the poll. Let me know. GameStop pulling back a little bit. Are you buying this dip in GameStop? We're down small. We're green on the day. We're also still in Neo. I might buy a little Apple dip as well. The only question regarding Apple is, like, is it oversold? Or is it overbought now? Apple didn't really move up that much from this conference either. GameStop's still looking okay. All right, so there goes GameStop pop up a little bit. Apple up to 156.18. My stance is, where's it's going, gone? What are they doing? Well, again, they opened up an NFT market. They also are entering the online streaming space, is I think what they're planning on doing. Yeah, so GameStop made reductions to lower its cost operation. This was reported in July. Company's leadership aims to evaluate and modernize GameStop business. We'll see. So basically what they're saying they want to do, Ryan Cohen is the biggest investor and chairman of GameStop. What do you think his plans are for this thing? You know, GameStop has a robust free cash flow of more than $1 billion. And let's see if it holds. They're burning through cash, but they announced a GameStop wallet, which is a place where users can securely store, send, and use ETH, NFT, and ERC20 tokens, which are Tether tokens. GameStop NFT marketplace set to launch in July, and it did. If you look at the GameStop NFT marketplace, this is the GameStop NFT marketplace, right? If we take a look at it, you can kind of explore, are things really going on in here to where are they actually selling things? You know, because if they actually are selling things, let me see if we can figure out what the marketplace volume looks like. Oh, there's actually a quote for it. Yeah, so GameStop NFT. I mean, they're moving. You know, they're moving some stuff. I mean, look, this could be a source of revenue, certainly. So just these are some of their collections, what their floor price is, which was $250. You know, $180. So they have some kind of ETH, but you can see total trading volume. So they're moving a little bit of stuff here. You look at their creator stats, they have their creators here. And so this doesn't look bad. If they can get this to take off, then this can be highly profitable. But it's just the question is whether they're actually going to do that. Again, the earnings drop in about 14 minutes. 14 minutes for GameStop earnings. Right, for sure. In the NFT, somebody saying the NFT marketplace is allegedly attractive to creators because they get a tiny bit when someone else sells their creation, to my understanding. Right, for sure. And so if they can get that to take off, if they can get that marketplace to take off, the NFT marketplace, that's when we're really going to start talking about some true numbers coming in for GameStop, and that can turn GameStop around completely. They just need to execute on that idea in that marketplace. If I was them, that's a great way to leverage the supportive following that you have. A lot of the, I think it coincides a lot with what the GameStop investors and traders are doing, which is involved with cryptocurrency and NFTs. I think that translates really well over to that. And in that scenario, I think if they can get that big, that's a path to profitability as well. But again, we'll see. You know, we'll see. It has taken off and it's still in beta, right? And so I think people underestimate how much those platforms can truly earn in terms of like trading. Like those platforms can make a lot of money. You know, one of the biggest paths to billions is from crypto platforms taking off in that niche. And so NFTs are almost as big, not quite as big, but they're still pretty big. Well, I mean, there's arguments for and against NFTs, to be honest, and I understand both sides of those arguments. I really do. Like, I understand both sides of those arguments. Here's the thing, though, right? What you got to really understand is that a picture can break. Like, you can tear a picture. So we're in Apple right now, scalping Apple on TOS. So we're in Apple right now. We're kind of scalping it. We're up about $10. We're gonna go ahead and take a little piece off of this. We're also in GameStop. We are holding some shares of GameStop. But the other thing you got to understand is, like, people say, oh, well, I could just take a picture of it. Well, like, you could take a picture of a piece of artwork too. You could take a Picasso and take a picture of that. Doesn't mean you own that Picasso. The same thing, like, yeah, your computer can break, but a piece of artwork can get wet. It can get ruined. It can get destroyed. You know, it can. You could have a fire at your home and lose that artwork. And so they're just as vulnerable, I think, to other things. I think whenever you own it on the blockchain, though, you own it universally. Regardless of what happens in your own physical life, you know, you own that universally. And I think that's one of the arguments for it. But again, I do understand the arguments against it as well, to be honest. I truly do. Check out this. This is GameStop's earnings from the NFT marketplace. Hey, join our Discord and post it, and I'll put it up on stream if you want. I appreciate it. So yeah, join our Discord, post it, and we'll take a look at what you're trying to show me. Or you can just tell me the link. It won't let you post it, I don't think. But yeah, join the Discord. There's the link to the Discord. Post it there, and then we'll put it up on screen. But yeah, guys, we got about 10 minutes. We got about 15 minutes until the actual earnings are coming out. Again, we did bought the dip in Apple here, and we're just kind of riding this up, and I don't know what we're going to do. We'll just cut it there and wait. But we are in GameStop as well. GameStop dipping down to 24s. Hey, sounds good, Liana. I think you're cool for search of artwork. Yeah, for sure. There's some uses. There's some use cases there. Like, there's some arguments for use case there for sure. It's just kind of a tough one. Okay, Sunday did it. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this. So this is posted by, what's his face, here. And if you look at this, total marketplace volume at current ETH, 20,577,847. Adjusted daily average ETH is about 19.7 million. About 13,615 ETH have been traded. About 442,000 in fees. So yeah, and that's only a couple months here. So like, they're generating a little bit less than $250,000 a month on fees. You know, on fees on their NFT platform, right? And I think people underestimate how powerful those things can be regarding GameStop. Like, people underestimate that. Like, I think people need to understand, when you've got the support of the people, like when you got the support of the people, you can do a lot of things with it. When you have a following and support of people, you can do a lot of things with it. And I think that's something that people should look at GameStop and understand, you know. I got you, Lotus. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But yeah, super interesting. Super interesting. Again, let me know. Vote on the poll. Yeah, bro. Hey, these platforms, they're raking in money in terms of fees. And I don't blame them. They're providing a service, man. I'm not even knocking them for it. Like, they're creating a service, and with that service, you know, they're getting stuff. They're doing things with it. So good for them, man. You know, and again, I think if GameStop has a bull argument, that's one of them. You know, I think that's one of them for sure. We're going to go ahead and add this dip on Apple. We just bought another 50 shares of Apple. We might add a little bit more to this. GameStop bouncing a little bit. We're pretty close to break even here. Again, I'm hoping we hold this $24 level and we'll keep moving up. We got 8 minutes until the closing bell. The earnings will be released roughly, they'll be released roughly 5 minutes after the closing bell. So at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the earnings are actually going to come out. We also have Play, which is David Buster's earnings today also. That are dropping. So Play will have their earnings report as well here. Their earnings drop at 5 p.m. Oh, wow. So David Buster's isn't dropping their earnings until really late. We have Asana dropping theirs at 4:05. American Eagle dropping theirs at 4:15. So, yeah, we got some stuff happening. Yeah, 2 months since beta launched and have gained 500,000. This is not premium members yet. Imagine when AAA games start selling NFT items for in-game content. 100%, man. Again, 100%, man. I think if there's a path to success, that's it. I think the platforms can add up, and I think when you have the support of the people, you can leverage that. And that's what GameStop should focus on, man. GameStop, listen, their retail stores are great. I'm okay with them leaving those around. Just in terms of building revenue, name relevance, and all that stuff. But if they want to really succeed, they need to create a software, or they need to create some type of brokerage service for cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and things that you can use in video games. I think it needs to correlate with video game usage, and I think that idea with NFTs, where you can use them in game, is the best idea for them. And I think it makes perfect sense if they can execute on that successfully. But we'll see. I think it's art, just not as secure as something I can hold in my hand. Well, it depends on how you look at that. You know, it really does. It depends on how you're looking at it in terms of how secure it is versus, you know, any of that stuff. You know, I would say something that's not destroyable physically is more secure than something that, you know, can be destroyed if you spill some juice on it. You know what I mean? But there's an argument there, and it is a subjective thing. You know, it depends on how you define secure. You know, I think that if you're smart with your passwords, then that's the best way to do it. And, you know, I think that's the way to really make money doing that. All right, guys, we got about 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I believe they're working with Immutable X for in-game assets, and Immutable X already do have a few games. Looks promising. Yeah, for sure. I think that's the right move. I think that that's going to take a while to execute, but I think if they're going to be successful at it, that's what they got to do. I think that makes the most sense, you know. All right, so Apple with a breakout here. We're taking a little piece. Not really a breakout, just kind of a move up. We're in GameStop right now. Again, we're looking at it to hold at 24. We're right around the 200 moving average as well. Right, exactly. But Tiny, that's what you got to understand now here. Okay, like yes, an individual computer can be destroyed with juice, right? But even if that computer's destroyed, your NFT's fine. You know, you log in from a different computer. You know, like that's the beautiful thing about it, is that that's more secure than anything. You know, your computer can break, get destroyed quickly, or whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna cut out. Boy, broke under that support level. All good. But no, your computer can break, whatever, but it's still gonna be secure. All right, guys, GameStop breaking under the VWAP, under 24s. We got about we're really about 10 minutes. The earnings call starts at, the earnings are released at 4:05 p.m. I'll hit that like button for support. GameStop still trying to bounce here. Still trying to bounce. We'll see if it can. All right, guys, we got about 9 minutes until the actual earnings come out. What happens when the power goes out of the? I can't hang my NFT in my foyer. Hey, well, you don't need to, bro. You can put it as your screensaver on Twitter, bro. You know, you don't need to hang it in your foyer, dude. All right, guys, we got about 4 minutes until the market closes. We got about 9 minutes until the actual earnings are released here. So, hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. All right, guys. 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the earnings call. Or not the earnings call. The earnings call is at 5 p.m. and we're going to stick around and cover all of it. But the actual earnings are going to be released in about 8 minutes, if my math is right. About 8 minutes. And so we're going to be covering the full earnings report as soon as they drop it here. We're going to be covering all the other earnings reports today, but we're really going to be focusing on GameStop. We're going to watch the stock market reaction to GameStop. We are holding GameStop. We'll see if it reacts positively to this. We are also going to cover Dave & Buster's at 5 p.m., but we're going to stream the entire GameStop earnings call live right here on the stream. And so, hey, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. Earnings are going to be dropping pretty soon, sometime over the next three minutes. The closing bell happens, and then I have a piece that would go great in that sophisticated office. Hey, well, here, send me a picture, bro. Actually, they're coming out with hologram machines that will put your NFT on the wall. Right, that's the way to do it, dude. That's the way to really do it. All right, guys. Here goes the closing bell pretty soon here. GameStop right around 24 bucks. All right, guys. A couple minutes here, and this thing goes live. They do have NFT digital frames. I'm saying if and when civilization crumbles, the internet funny money in art isn't going to be of any practical worth. I struggle with that. Yeah, but bro, if the world... If civilization crumbles, sir, what is your paper money going to do? What are you going to do? Start a fire with that? Like, what's the significance there? What is that going to be worth? Nothing. You know? And so I don't think it matters if civilization is over with. I think we got a lot bigger problems than what happens to our cryptocurrency, to be honest. And number two, your paper money isn't going to really do much anyway. You know, the only thing that are really going to be worth anything if that happens are food, you know, tools, you know, other stuff. And so with that, you got to think of it in that regard. Right, for sure. All right, guys, earnings dropping in about 5 minutes. The actual earnings come out. About 5 minutes here. Bro, my phone is just ding, ding, dinging all day. I'm just top 3 most popular guys in the world right now. Apple at 155. So Apple trying to bounce here. Again, GameStop testing and battling that 200 moving average, the VWAP here. The actual earnings report. All right, so here goes 4 p.m. Remember, the earnings report is going to be released at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4:05 p.m. That is the time frame that the GameStop earnings are going to drop. All right, guys. So GameStop at 24.20s right now. Nothing yet. The earnings are set to be released in about 5 minutes. At 4:05 is the exact time the actual earnings are supposed to come out. And yeah, we'll see what we get, guys. Up to 24.20s. We're covering this as soon as it drops, so we're just waiting on the numbers to come out. It is Q2 earnings. We still got about 5 minutes, and then we're going to cover the full earnings call as it happens here live also. All right, guys. GameStop at $24 right now. Again, the earnings are set to go live at 4:05 in about 4 minutes, a little bit less than 4 minutes. The earnings are to go live. We have the earnings call live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. GameStop pushing up to 24.50s here. So doing okay. Doing okay relative to our position. We are holding some of GameStop here. And yeah, so far we're still green on the day. It's a nice day for me. Not a ton of craziness. We made some money on DraftKings. Disney, we made a lot of money on today. And really, we made money on Apple. Or no, we lost money on Apple. We made money on Neo. So those are the big winners today. We are holding GameStop. And again, GameStop up to 24.50. The actual earnings are set to go live in about 3 minutes, a little bit less. Yeah, we have ASAN earnings dropping today as well. Let me see if those are out yet. No, so ASAN is dropping theirs. The only ones that are coming out now, there's actually none coming out. The only one came out now are PHR. So nothing really out on that front yet. ASAN does have earnings dropping as well. And we'll cover those as soon as they come out. Both of those are dropping exactly at 4:05. So we're going to cover GameStop, focus on GameStop, and then we'll cover those as they happen also once we see them. But yeah, we just have to kind of chill and wait for the GameStop numbers. Good luck, Brendan. Again, vote on the poll. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, Dave & Buster's drops at 4:05. Or no, Dave & Buster's doesn't relieve their earnings report until 5 p.m. Unless this is a mistake here. I'm showing 5 p.m. is when Dave & Buster's drops theirs for PLAY. And so I'm showing 5 p.m., which is very late. Very strange. But Dave & Buster's, I don't know how I feel about this one, man. The question is, how much was this one extended from the C word in 2020? And it's essentially rebounded all the way back here. So I don't really see too much value in this. I think there's too much risk, but I don't hate it either. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Waiting for GameStop to drop their results here. Waiting for GameStop to drop. Nothing out yet for GameStop. And again, I think there's some bull arguments for GameStop. I'm not saying they're going to go up after their earnings report, but I think their NFT marketplace, if that thing takes off, those things can rake in money. You know, again, somebody sent me some stats earlier for GameStop regarding what they look like in terms of, what GameStop look like in terms of what they've been producing. And again, this is it right here if you want to see it. So this is it right here. GameStop has currently made $20,577 or $20.5 million in marketplace volume and just NFTs, which is a big number when you consider NFTs and the kind of niche market that they can be. The adjusted daily average ETH traded is about 20 million, 19.7 million. They have made almost 500,000, almost $500,000 in fees in the last 2 months. And so they're averaging close to $250,000 a month in fees for that NFT marketplace. And again, if that takes off, that could be good for GameStop. That's a bull argument. People hate them. I get it. The stores, a lot of people think the stores are going to be obsolete. But I think, again, what people underestimate is they have a huge following of traders that are supportive. And with those supportive traders comes, the potential to leverage that community in a lot of different ways. Just a lot of different ways. Here's GameStop. It's at 24.40s. Earnings are supposed to go live anytime now. Still waiting here. They're supposed to drop sometime over the next 30 seconds really here. So stick around. Let's see what the earnings actually are. We got about 25 or 35 seconds. GameStop currently at 24.40s. All right, heading into the holiday season, doesn't matter what this earnings call is. Investors are already pricing in shares rise from holiday revenue. Exactly. I think GameStop is going to take. Bree, hey, good luck, bro. NFT marketplace already. No, I don't know. I don't think. I think the NFT market is taking a hit. All right, GameStop dropping here. Here is the earnings report. So they should be out anytime now. Let's find them. GameStop posted second quarter sales of 1.14 billion. 1.14 billion in second quarter sales here for GameStop. They posted a second quarter loss per share of 36 cents, which was in line, I think, with what they expected. A adjusted loss per share of 35 cents. So really not that bad. Second quarter loss of 108.7 million. And so again, I'm going to post this here and show you what their expectational numbers were, which are really everything when it comes to earnings. They were expecting a 38-cent loss per share. So GameStop actually came in a little bit better than expected in terms of EPS. They were expecting a 38-cent per share loss. They ended up showing only 35 to 36-cent loss estimates, depending on which ones you look at. They also posted second quarter sales of 1.14 billion. I think that's a little bit under their expectational numbers here, but it's still not terrible relative to, other aspects of it. Second quarter loss of 108.7 million. And GameStop is ripping up. Like I told you guys, these numbers are not bad relative to what they could be. Here is the full numbers. GameStop flying up here. And it looks like that trade was a beautiful trade on GameStop here. A beautiful trade. GameStop flying up. Here's AMC right there. So look at AMC. So GameStop flew up. AMC is ripping up with it. Still moving up. It's at 2480s right now. And let's see if we get anything better from this. GameStop, very volatile, but that's okay. Back up to $25 a share here. And again, the reason this is happening, is because they posted a lower than expected loss. And here's the full numbers if you want to see them. It was better than expected. They expected 38-cent loss per share. They showed 35-cent. Loss per share. Sales came in a little bit worse than expected, though, and that's okay. We'll wait to see if they post guidance numbers, which I don't think GameStop does, right? They don't post guidance numbers, but they're at 24 now. Again, 24 could be a solid support level, but the mixed results. So this wasn't just terrible results. They posted mixed results. They actually came in more profitable than initially expected. When you look at EPS is a gauge on how profitable your company is. Right. And so when they came in a little bit better than expected on that front, they came in more profitable than originally expected by analysts, And so with that, they came in better than expected in EPS. Their sales were lower, sure, but they were actually more profitable than they expected. They only lost 36 cents per share, or 35 cents per share, when they expected a loss of 38 cents. So they did come in better than expected here. It's not bad results. And GameStop has mostly neutrally reacted to this so far. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, we'll see. I'm holding mine. Well, you got to understand traders, Austin. It's all trading psychology is really what it is. So it's all relative to trader psychology, to be honest. You know what I mean? All right, we're at 24s right now for GameStop. 24s. So, again, good little neutral level here. We'll see what GameStop does. Is at 24.10, 24.20. But again, GameStop posted better than expected EPS, better than expected profitability is what this is. And so, not bad here. When we look at tip rank and we kind of look at the graph that we have for GameStop moving forward, where'd it go? I had it somewhere. But yeah, a little bit better than expected. Yeah, so imagine having a market cap of $7 billion with $1.2 billion in quarterly revenue. So it looks like GameStop might have posted there, or not GameStop, looks like Play. The other one was Asana. So here's Play. Dave & Buster's did drop their second quarter results. We're going to put those in chat right here. So there's the Dave & Buster's numbers in chat. We are going to stream the entire earnings call live on this stream once it starts. It starts in 50 minutes. And so if you want to be here for the earnings call, stick around, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be streaming the entire earnings call right here on stream. If you have not already. You can see the Dave & Buster's numbers in chat. Again, second quarter EPS of 59, down from 107. So a big miss in terms of Dave & Buster's, and they are dropping heavily here. The other one was Asana. I want to believe it's ASAN. They are ramping up here. Asana up to 21s. Asana numbers, we're going to post those in chat as well here. But Asana's popping up, so it looks like they were positive. Asana dropped second quarter loss per share. So here's Asana's right here in chat. So what happens if and when GameStop posts 60% or whatever it is now if their float has been DRS'd with CompuShare? I'm not sure. Those are the Asana numbers right here. So here's the Asana numbers right there in chat. Again, Asana did a beat with EPS as well. There is GameStop flying up here. Wow. GameStop with a huge move. Again, let's look at AMC to see if it's connected. Let's see if it's connected here. Again, GameStop flying up. Flying up. Hey, that dip buy at $25, that ad at $25 is looking pretty nice right now, bro. I'm going to tell you that. GameStop, huge rip at 27s. I'm not going to say I called this, but I damn sure called all of this, guys. I'm not going to say I'm the greatest ever, but I'm top 3 for sure. There we go. GameStop flying up here. Huge rip. 27s. Squeeze part 2. GameStop forms a partnership with FTX crypto brokerage as well. This is why it's flying up. GameStop posted a partnership with FTX is what happened here. GameStop partnership with the FTX, one of the biggest crypto brokerages in the world. I think it's number 2 or 3 right behind Coinbase in terms of FTX. I think FTX is right behind Coinbase in terms of, right behind Binance. I think FTX is number 2. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure FTX is number 2. But yeah, a big deal. So FTX partnership for GameStop, they announced it just now. GameStop flying up. Huge rip. And yeah, GameStop up to 2670s right now, 2670s, almost 28. So again, let's see if we hold 26 here. We got the support level, reasonable support level to look to hold. And yeah, huge move. Hey, that ad right there at 24 was a nice little ad. And let me know what you guys think. Are you bullish or bearish on this FTX partnership? We're going to try to consolidate it so we can see everything. So GameStop had mixed results. Again, we're going to put this in here. Here is the catalyst here. So GameStop had mixed results. They had better than expected profitability or EPS, worse than expected sales. But they also announced a partnership with FTX, which is a crypto brokerage. And yeah, they're doing really well in that regard. Really well. Yeah, we're going to stream the full earnings call also. The full earnings call also, you're going to hear it live here on the stream. You won't have to go anywhere. We'll turn the music off, put the earnings call up, and sit back and listen. And yeah, GameStop at 26 right now. Let's see if it holds. But yeah, stick around. We're going to stream it all. Yeah, people ask why meme stocks move together. Well, because traders understand that they're related, you know, and so traders are the ones reacting to it. Traders see GameStop pop, and then they say, okay, well, I might have 30 seconds to buy AMC before it rips up in sympathy. And so that's why they move together, is because traders can connect the dots and follow sympathy moves. It's also part of the same community, right? So GameStop ripping up, again, people are going to be more... meme stock sympathy is going to translate to other meme stocks, you know, so GameStop is going to make AMC stronger. AMC is going to make GameStop stronger, so forth and so on. That's the real reason they move together. It's sympathy. So we're getting a pop up. We're at 27s right now. 27s here for GameStop. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button. We got almost 500 people here. And so if you could take the time, hit the subscribe button. We certainly appreciate it. GameStop at 2670s right now, 2670s. ASAN is at 20.8 as we speak about 20.8s. And they're moving up nicely here. Yeah, I know about the basket thing as well. What I'm talking about, Maddie, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about generally speaking, that's certainly one of the reasons that GameStop moves with other meme stocks and that other meme stocks move with GameStop. Of course, the basket works as well, and that's probably the bigger aspect of it, but they certainly move in sympathy with each other as well, just regardless of anything. The reason I know that is because you can watch Bed Bath & Beyond run, and then AMC follow that. Earnings calls at 5 p.m. Oh, you mad, Caleb? Don't hate, bro. Don't hate, dude. Right, come on now. You just mad, sir. Hey, cheers to you, Caleb. You know. You love to see it. GameStop hold. Let's see if it holds at 26. GameStop quarter two. So far they have reported the FTX partnership. They said GameStop is going to be FTX's preferred retail partner in the U.S. They didn't discuss any terms, but yeah, they said that they're going to be FTX's preferred retail partner in the U.S. What do you think that? Yeah, you get nothing, sir. What do you think that means in terms of their partnership with? What do you think this FTX partnership with GameStop looks like? Like, listen, hey, I've been telling people bull arguments on GameStop all day. I'm holding GameStop. What more do you guys want? Like, come on. I'm covering the entire earnings call, the entire earnings report as soon as it happens. You know, if you're mad about anything else that I didn't get right, you know, cheers to you guys. I mean, listen, that's okay. But we're going to keep doing what we're doing here as well. Blockchain gaming. I think that could be one of the things. Again, I think these platforms make a ton of money, and I think the NFT platform, some people are saying it's dead, and I disagree. I think that those things can pop off. I think the crypto market has been rough over the past couple of months, and with that, you know, the NFT marketplace and NFTs in general, outside of, you know, GameStop, independently from GameStop, are still going to be struggling right now, and so I don't think we should hold that too hard against GameStop in that regard. I think when you look at it, if NFTs and cryptocurrencies do bounce back, and I think it is an if argument, I think that GameStop NFTs will have a shot at doing really well. But just because of the following that they have there, you know, the ape community is huge, and they support each other, and that is going to bring a lot of stuff going on. GameStop fiscal second quarter right. Okay, so again, net loss of 35 per diluted share, bigger than the 19-cent loss a year ago. Analyst estimates for 1.27. They showed 1.18 billion, so worse than expected. Call is at 5 p.m. Yeah, 100%. Hey, what's up, Manny? How you doing, bro? Been a while, man. Hope you're doing good, dude. Right, that's what I mean. So NFTs are going to be, if I'm just going to use Fortnite as an example because it's the most universally understood example. If I want to buy a new hat or a new skin in Fortnite, I can do so on the GameStop marketplace as an NFT and then get that hat in the game. And they can use that as a marketplace to sell those type of things. Again, I don't think Fortnite's going to let them do it. They might, I don't know. But yeah, that's the type of marketplace that GameStop is going to have the best chance of succeeding in, because frankly, they're a game company. And so with that, that's their niche. That's their market. That's what they're going to do. Asana announces 350 million private placement. Yeah. Hey, nice, Manny. Hey, good to see you, bro. MK calling PLBY to 20. Think that will happen? Maybe. I think it's possible. With really cheap penny stocks, I'm highly skeptical of all of them. I think most of them fail. A lot of them are really sensationalized and get hyped up, and then the people hyping them up front load onto them and then sell them after they've made the move from announcing it to their following, and in turn profit a bunch and get out, kind of kind of like my man Cohen. But because of that, penny stocks a lot of the time are just very difficult to judge true health of, because there's so much sensationalized catalyst. And with that, it's hard to tell how healthy the penny stocks really are. And so with that, I have no idea what PLBY is going to do. Again, mostly because it's under $5. It's at 390s really. And so I just think there's risks in any penny stock right now. I know there's rumors and stuff going on, but again, I just think there's risks. Yeah, for sure, Stefan, 100%, bro. I was a Halo guy really myself, but 100%. Video game publishers are never going to allow that. Oh, I think they will. I think that if they create the marketplace for it, I think certain video games, you got to understand the big, diverse like landscape of video games here. It's not just, you might be thinking like PlayStation games in your head, but there's so many different types of games. There's mobile games, there's simple games, there's complex games, there's, checkers, chess, there's all these different things, and with that, there's certainly going to be at least some game companies that are going to be willing to make that deal with GameStop if they provide the marketplace, if it saves them software and programming efforts. And they can still keep a majority of their money from it, then they'll give them a cut and just outsource the marketplace and let GameStop hold it down. I think that's certainly a plausible, thing. And I think there's just tons of games that are going to be willing to do that. Y'all talking about RuneScape? Bro, listen, I'm a huge nerd as well. I used to play The Sims online. That was like the first online game I played. I also played Lord of the Rings online. I got into some Lord of the Rings life. I also played just a bunch of stuff. We played Destiny for a long time. I'm really a Halo person, though. Like, if we're talking about video games, I was kind of more of a Halo guy. Right now, I've been playing MLB The Show and UFC 4. If we're talking games, but... Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a software developer, so I understand, like, once you program something, it's done. But I think in terms of, like, put it this way, that takes time. Building a marketplace is going to take time, like a good, effective one without any bugs or glitches. And a lot of the time, they're under the gun in regards to, like, getting their game out there and putting it out there and getting the marketplace live when the game debuts. And so in that regard, I think people are going to say, hey, look, we can go to GameStop and give them a cut. And we don't have to worry about that aspect. We can release it 2 months early, and we'll give them 0.05% or 1% of the overall sales price or whatever it is. And I think they're going to make that deal. I think that's a good deal, and I think they're going to do it. But again, it's speculatable. I mean, nobody knows. But again, just to give you kind of one of those arguments, I think that makes sense. Just let me know, bro. I don't want that smoke from you. I played Pawn in MLB The Show. And I just got absolutely my confidence was high going into this game, bro. First pitch, I had Juan Soto. I hit a nuke first pitch in MLB The Show 4, and I was super confident. I was just kind of like, okay, this is gonna be easy. No, never scored a run again that whole game. Got absolutely destroyed. I mean, Pawn had a better team, but like, hey, he's good. Yeah, games. GTA 6, bro. They've been milking it for years now, GTA 5. ASAN pump it up. Again, did have good results. GameStop holding these gains here. So GameStop actually holding really nicely right now. Wait. Is the weather that bad over here? Oh, well, damn, that's a little late here. All right, guys. So yeah, GameStop right under 27s. Right under 27s. Bro, y'all get beat at MLB The Show. Hey, baby. Hold on one second. All right, guys. Yeah, for sure. I'll play you an MLB any day. Hey, let's set it up, dude. GameStop at 26.40. Should I stream that live? If we do, ASAN. So again, let me know your argument for GameStop. We got this poll going on in the chat right now. We got about 500 votes on this poll. About 77% are bullish, 23% are bearish. And so we got, we got some votes here. Again, I was bullish before the call, and we were correct about it. At 2670s. And so again, we'll see if we get some more movement on that front. But we are going to stream the entire earnings call. It starts in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. Let me look on Twitter. We did do a Twitter poll as well here. And if you guys have not already, check out Twitter. Here is the, check out my Twitter, I should say. Again, my problem with my whole chat, okay, for the past couple weeks, maybe a month or so, I've been calling a strangle option trade a straggle, and none of you have corrected me. It's like Fraggle Rock, like straggle. I've been saying straggle, looking dumb. Nobody's gonna say, yo, John. I know I don't trade options. I'm not really an option guy. I trade equities. I buy hundreds of shares of the SPY really every day. But nobody's gonna correct me. Nobody's gonna be like, yo, John. It's strangle. It's not straggle. You know, this isn't Fraggle Rock. Okay, nobody's gonna correct me on that. I'm still disappointed, chat. I thought better of you. Okay, y'all should have been correcting me. GameStop is 20% cash versus market cap with zero debt. That's all the argument you need. Right, 100%. 71.3 million shares. I understand strangle is an option strategy, but I've been calling it a straggle for like a month now. You know, I expect somebody, you know, it's kind of like you got a booger in your nose. You got to let somebody's got to tell you, okay, and be like, hey, look, dude, you know, fix that. Nobody's gonna tell me. Y'all just gonna let me live with that. Jay Leno impersonation? Is that me? Am I impersonating Jay Leno? Dude, it's been so long, man. I haven't even seen Jay Leno. I don't even remember what his jokes are like. But nobody's gonna correct me. I think GameStop dipped to 17.18. I don't know, man. That's a heavy dip. I think we're already down a lot. Again, my argument before the earnings call, the reason I added more at $24 was because I thought we were oversold. If you zoom out here and you look at this, it's a lot of bear action here. And so just in terms of like value and extension, that's some big drops. Now, I know the market got absolutely obliterated with this, but, you know, it's some big drops. You know, those are some sizable pullbacks and corrections here. And so I thought the argument leading into this, regardless of what the earnings report was, that we could have at least a small bounce from the earnings report. Now, of course, there's no way for me to predict the FTX deal that they dropped, which is amazing for GameStop. And again, I think when you got a following like this, other companies want a piece of it. That's definitely related to FTX and why they wanted to get on board with GameStop. It's your voice, Jay Leno heavy. Is my voice? Do I have a Jay Leno voice? You know, like when I first wake up in the morning, I sound like Batman. You know, about 2 hours later, I sound like Pee Wee Herman. You know, at least that's what it sounds like to me. I always wanted like a really deep voice, but you know, God just didn't bless me with that, I guess. Under 20, and RC will buy the remaining 4% of the company he's allowed to purchase. Yeah, I think that's plausible. A lot of people thought he might buy Bed Bath & Beyond after the dip, after he caused the dip and then bought it afterwards. But, you know, Bed Bath is now at what? It ripped up today, but it's at what, like 7? ASAN had good earnings as well. Again, the earnings calls about 30 minutes. Bed Bath & Beyond is at $7.80, just under $8. So, could be better. You know, could have been better. Jimmy Fallon? I couldn't watch you if you sounded like Jay Leno. I don't even remember what Jay Leno sounds like, bro. I mean, Jay Leno was kind of my time, but I don't remember what he sounded like. All I know is he owns a McLaren, and I'm jealous of that. Is what I remember about Jay Leno. Yeah, top street trackler. Hey, that's a good one, Pawn. Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitter, Anthony. I appreciate it, man. Again, GameStop, $26 support. Previous high from this first rip after earnings. Right underneath it now at $26. 26.30 is where we currently are. So we're about 30 cents above that level. Let's see if 26 holds. Again, the GameStop earnings call is going to be live in about 30 minutes. And that'll be interesting. Again, GameStop doesn't do a Q&A, right? They don't do a Q&A. And so they just end it after that. And they're very short. Oh, every GameStop earnings call is very quick. GameStop saved Bitcoin from death. Is Bitcoin reacting to it here? Let's see. Bitcoin is, man. Look at Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin's all the way up to 19.2. I don't think it was GameStop, though. If you look at when this move really started to happen, this move started to happen this morning, and it really started to push up. I think it was Apple. You know, Bitcoin has been following the equities market lately. You know, Bitcoin kind of moves with equities. There's a few arguments for why, but mostly because, you know, the U.S. government owns billions in Bitcoin and crypto. And so with that, they're going to kind of move with equities. It's also one of the things where if we look at the dollar price, like the DXY, that's certainly influential over cryptocurrency as well. And if we look at today, the dollar price dropped. So we had a DXY drop today, and this is really why Bitcoin is pushing up. Because again, the logic behind it is when the dollar is dropping, people don't want to sit on their cash because they're losing money when it drops, right? So they put it more into assets. They buy Bitcoin, they buy crypto, they buy other assets like gold, silver, you know, equities, stocks, Apple, Disney, whatever it is. And so they don't want to sit on there losing money. they're losing value money, and so they end up buying it. When the dollar rips up, their cash is gaining, and so they don't want to put it into other stuff. And so that's one of the reasons there's a negative correlation between the dollar and other assets like Bitcoin, crypto, stocks. And so one of the reasons that Bitcoin moved up today is mostly because the DXY is dropping. The dollar price is dropping, and in turn, people aren't sitting on the dollar anymore. They're putting it into assets. Apple also did really well. Yeah. So the earnings are out, Mimis. So the earnings are out. The actual earnings call is at 5 p.m. So it's in about 30 minutes exactly. Yeah, LRC is popping up big. Really tough couple months though for this one, but kind of break even since the start. GameStop still holding over 26, right around 26.50 here. Let's see if it holds. Apple up to 156 almost. So yeah, that's one of the reasons Bitcoin popped up, is because the dollar price dropped. Yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what it is. Yeah, so we got Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. And again, stick around, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day right here. So we don't sell anything. We don't charge for anything. We don't claim to be experts. We don't act like gurus. We give everything away for free without claiming to be an expert. We don't sell courses and services like everybody else. We just kind of put everything out there for free. I mean, we post affiliate links to help subsidize us. And we have sponsors to help subsidize us. But we don't actually sell any content. It's all free. And so if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button, guys. We certainly appreciate you all doing so. So yeah, at GameStop partnering with FTX. Huge partnership with them, and GameStop flew. So yeah, let me know if you're buying GameStop now. Again, looking at Bed Bath & Beyond, it didn't really have this big reaction. It had basically the same with a drop and then a rip right when GameStop earnings were announced, but didn't really have a huge sympathy reaction to this yet. All right, so let me check the Discord. My bad, Alan. I got you, bro. Hold on one second. Hey, thank you, G. Think we'll see a dip or a run tomorrow? I really have no idea. Yeah. So FTX partnered with GameStop. That's the reason they're ripping up Corbin, is because FTX partnered with them. So, yeah, they did their announcement. FTX flew. Or FTX is ripping up, which is one of the biggest numbers. All right, so in February, it was reported that FTX was reportedly creating a gaming division that will help video game developers add cryptocurrency, NFTs, and other blockchain-related features into video games. Okay. So that was earlier this year. So yeah, it's going to be a gaming division that's going to help game developers add crypto, NFTs, and other blockchain-related features into games. Right. So they're working with GameStop on that, and that's huge. That's huge news, man, for GameStop. Again, FTX is, I can't remember. I think FTX is number 2 under Binance, and I think Coinbase is number 3. But let me look at. All right. So yeah. Binance, Coinbase, and FTX is number 3 behind Binance and Coinbase. So FTX is a huge crypto brokerage, huge crypto platform. Right behind Binance and Coinbase, which everybody knows about. So this deal with GameStop, it's not like this is just a tiny, brokerage, crypto brokerage. This is a huge cryptocurrency exchange. One of the largest in the world, top 3. Literally top 3. Largest crypto exchanges in the world. Just to put it into perspective, if you want to see how big FTX is, FTX brings in a 24-hour volume on their platform of about 1.6 billion. And that's down 41% from yesterday. And so this is really, billions and billions of dollars traded on their platform every day. Right on par with Coinbase. So Coinbase, I'm sure you guys have heard of it if you don't know about FTX, is roughly the same in terms of daily volume. So FTX, Coinbase are roughly the same size. The next under that is Kraken. So yeah, FTX is huge. And so them working with GameStop in this regard is big for the company. It's big for the company. Yeah, join the Discord. There's the link in chat. Let me know if it works as well. Some people say that the link hasn't been working. So let me know. Let me know if the link is working. Bitcoin's still pumping up to almost 19.3 thousand. So Bitcoin's popping. Let's see if it continues. Yeah, it's great for GameStop. Does the FTX partnership good for GameStop? Yeah, it's great for GameStop. I think when you consider, when you take a look, I think when you take a step back and you look at GameStop, obviously GameStop is vulnerable in certain areas, specifically retail, which, over the last 5 years, a lot of retail businesses are becoming more and more obsolete, especially with video game digital downloads. I think, there is some vulnerability there in GameStop, with GameStop in that regard. Still, I think what GameStop needs to do is diversify into software, because GameStop has the following of traders to support it, and I think that's what they're ultimately doing here. Is they're partnering with other big cryptocurrency exchanges, other cryptocurrency platforms. They're partnering in that niche, and I think that's the smart move. I think that's how they see something much bigger than what they're doing in terms of their retail stores, and I think they're keeping their retail stores around. I don't hate that, but yeah. Yeah, point is, it's good for GameStop for sure. Yeah, so game manufacturers are actually sticking to more microtransactions. Really, what changed this is Fortnite. Fortnite, a few other games changed this to where they give you the games for free, and then they make the money on the back end through microtransactions. That is certainly the future of video games, at least right now. I don't know if I agree with it. I could take something like MLB The Show, and like you could buy the best characters in MLB The Show, but it is expensive. And they must be making in a fortune just on that alone. And so if GameStop can get their foot in the door in those services, especially with their NFT platform, it should help that as well. Using their NFT platform to buy in-game, skins and features and stuff like that. I think that makes sense, and I think that's good, obviously. Again, we got about 59% saying they're buying calls on the GameStop earnings report. And again, it looked like that was the right move. When we asked this, GameStop was right around 24. So we're now about $2.5, $2.3 higher. Yeah, 100%, Alan. All right, guys. So yeah, we still got about 22 minutes before the actual earnings report. Again, usually these earnings reports are very, very quick. So you're out here selling puts. So when you're selling puts, you're basically betting. I'm not really an options guy, so you're betting that GameStop is going to go up. If you sell puts, that means you're essentially looking for that put, which is a bet on the short side, to expire worthless, and in turn, you're basically betting that it's going to go up, which, I hope it does too. Yeah, well, GameStop's going to have a ton of volume here. Even over the last couple minutes, it's had 20 to 40,000 shares traded per minute. So, hey, well, good luck. I hope you make money on that put, or on that put sell. Yeah, man, a lot of people here were doom and gloom. Pre-earnings report, they said, "Oh, GameStop's gonna have bad earnings. I'm buying puts." When you're wrong, you're wrong. GameStop ripped 2650s right now. Let's see if it hits 27. Again, I don't mind it ripping up, finding some support, and making another push. They'll probably drop it on the call. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for this call, be honest. A lot of people are waiting for this call to start. All right, so the actual call, again, starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, well, if you voted bull, you were wrong. You know, GameStop flew at almost 26.50s right now. We got Bed Bath still dipping down a little bit. We did have Asana. ASAN have good numbers, rip up. We had Dave & Buster's drop mixed results here. And again, in terms of GameStop numbers, again, we'll tell you kind of the full list of stuff here. Here's Play. There's Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's actually rebounded a lot from its negative earnings report. But again, we'll give you the good and bad here for these earnings. So we'll give you the good and bad for GameStop earnings. GameStop dropped EPS of 35-cent loss per share. You know, they're losing in terms of profitability, but it was better than expected. It was lower than expected. So in terms of losses, lower losses, less of a losing company than expected is good. And so they expected 38. They showed 35 cents per share. They did miss on sales. So they expected 1.27 billion in sales. They only showed 1.14. But the big news here is really the FTX partnership. Again, company reported better than expected EPS and also announced that huge FTX partnership, which is, you know, a big thing for them. That's a big thing for GameStop. You know, a crypto deal. They didn't really discuss any terms. They said that they're going to be FTX's preferred retail partner in the U.S. Didn't discuss any terms behind it. So, again, the partnership is intended to introduce more GameStop customers to FTX's community and its marketplaces for digital assets. In addition to collaborating with FTX on new e-commerce and online marketing initiatives, GameStop will begin carrying FTX gift cards in select stores as well. During the terms of the partnership, GameStop will be FTX's preferred retail partner in the U.S. And so that's kind of what we got now. So they are going to essentially be partnering with FTX to you know, bring more users to FTX, and in turn, FTX is going to try to, you know, bring them more as well. So yeah, so we got Play at 43s. I have AMC call, so that'll count on my puts. Hey, good luck, dude. Again, what do you guys think about the call? The call starts at 5 p.m. I'm going to put this up big so people can see it. Again, usually GameStop's earnings calls are very short. They don't really do a Q&A. They don't do a Q&A. 250 million share float, 20% short float, 72 million shares held in DRS, 50% of all shares are already off the market. It's going to get fun from here. Yeah, 100%. Super interesting. All right, guys. So yeah, let's see if again, $26 seems like a reasonable hold level for GameStop. So we'll see if it can hold 26 bucks. You know, it's over that level now. We had a big boost in numbers. Usually, if we go straight up, then you know it's usually going to come right back down. And so I don't mind a rip, consolidation, and then another rip. I think that's a lot healthier of a stock pattern instead of straight up, straight out movement. And so again, let's see if we hold 26 bucks. We're right around that level now. Again, with the FTX partnership, that's crazy good news. And yeah, it should be fun. Tomorrow, we also have some economic stuff going on. Specifically, we have tomorrow, we've got Jerome Powell speaking at 9:10, I believe is when he speaks. 9:10 market time is when JP speaks. And that's certainly going to influence markets. We also have jobless claims. I think it's either jobless claims or retail sales. Let me see. So tomorrow, we have jobless claims and Jerome Powell speaking at 9:10. So yeah, jobless claims are dropping tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. So we're going to be covering that live on stream as well. If you haven't already, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. We cover those live on stream as well. And yeah, y'all keep hitting that sub button, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate it. We also had Neo dropping earnings today. We are holding a little bit of Neo still. We ended up buying that dip. And Neo's doing okay. You know, it hasn't really done anything super crazy. We are holding DraftKings. We bought that dip yesterday. And look at DraftKings rip. So we got in that nice little dip on DraftKings up to 1640s right now. I mean, of course, the SPY itself has just been incredibly strong today after the Apple conference and, you know, just big upward movement after a few days of just red. So, you know, I think that's probably sympathy affecting a lot of these other stocks. But DraftKings doing well. We took a little bit off on DraftKings already. Neo, we're holding that. We already kind of scaled in and out of this one a few times, but we're still holding a piece of this one also. And then we are in GameStop. GameStop at 2630s. So again, let's see if we hold 26. All right, guys, at 2630s here, 2630s, Neo at 1740s. We also had David Buster's. Why crypto exchange? Oh, okay, you're asking. Ask why. Yeah, FTX is the third largest crypto platform in the world. Yeah, yes, sir. We'll see. Yeah, so 53 trillion short shares. GameStop gonna get done out and do nothing. Yeah, but isn't that because you're holding puts, Brendan? Hey, and listen, you hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're wrong, and that's okay. You know. Another way to track my swing trades, guys. I haven't really posted much about this yet. But another way to track my swing trades, check out Alpha Insider. You know, Alpha Insider is really dope because it ultimately allows you to track your swing trades. Let me show you guys. Alpha Insider essentially lets you track your swing trades. You can track your own, or you can see what other people are doing and kind of back test other traders. You can follow different traders. It's free. This dude has made over 800%, over 390% over the last year. And I can click on his name, see when he's taking trades, what he's taking trades on, and just kind of follow him. It's a free platform. You can look at how he's doing on the month, on the week, on the day. So this is a platform I'm going to be using to track my swing trades. Super useful, and it does futures, stocks, crypto, equities, all that good stuff. So you can track all of that for free. They even have an app for it as well. And again, there are some premium users. So if you want to kind of post your own strategies and try to get paid for it, you can. But most of them are free, and you can check that out here. You can see who you're subscribed to, but this dude ETH, he's up 1,200% 5 years. This dude Pivot Point Reversal Strategy, he's up 1,000% over the past 5 years, and this dude's actually killing it. So you can see this strategy is actually looks legitimate. Again, I can't guarantee or anything, but he's up about 7.5% just today alone. And you can see on the month what he's up, on the week what he's up, on the day he's up on the day, week, month, and 5 years using this strategy. And again, you can track it. You know, Pivot Point Reversals, RSI. You can track them really simply here. If you want to check them out, they are a sponsor of our video. They're one of the ways we keep our streams free. It's just really, really useful here. So if you want to check Alpha Insider, here's the link, completely free website. And yeah, certainly appreciate it. We got the earnings call for GameStop starting at 4 p.m. We're also going to put this link in stream if you want to check it out. So we're going to put that stream link there. GameStop at 2640s here. So start to pop back up. Let's even get over 2650. So you've got Strangle. Historically, does the earnings call deliver any information that's not in the earnings report? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to talk more about the FTX deal that they announced here. I would, of course, I'm pretty sure that with this big announcement coinciding right to their earnings report, they're at least going to touch on this FTX deal. And I think that's what everybody's waiting to see. And so I think in that regard, you know, there could be some interesting trade ideas just based off of sympathy. You know, if they do announce something positive, which I think a lot of people are expecting them to regarding that FTX deal, I think it's very reasonable to assume. And again, I'm going to preface this with, I have no idea. It might just crash. I have no idea. Right. But I think it's a logical assumption that we might get some more bullish activity in GameStop if they say positive things regarding FTX. And, you know, the move could potentially not be done yet. Of course, maybe it is not saying it's done or it isn't. Not an investment professional. Don't sue me. But I think that's a reasonable, hypothesis, I think. No? Hey, what's up, Z? Yeah, and again, I don't know. We're announcing it for the people that are just joining Corbin. I don't think it matters too much, really. I'm expecting with the FTX announcement, they'll talk more about immutable X and loop ring. Yeah, certainly plausible. Hey, later, Manny. Have a good day, bro. Appreciate you joining the stream. Thank you, sir. Right, exactly, Vintage. I mean, this is just the internet, though, bro. You know how it goes, But it's all good here, man. Maybe it's a genuine question. GameStop at 2670s. GameStop at 2670s. My next target is 4,600 on the S&P. I mean, what's the SPY at right now? Let's see. I mean, that's going to be a big move. About $800, $830 or so. You said 4,800. I mean, listen, when do you predict that's going to happen? Yes, in 9 minutes, the earnings call starts. And we're going to stream it all here, so you'll be able to listen to it fully on the stream. Remember, it's Q2 earnings. All right, guys. Again, 9 minutes here. 9 minutes. There we go. All right, so I muted the music for a second so I can make sure. How good is the show, MLB? It's good. It's fun. It's hard, but once you're good at it, it's really fun. $2,800 is going to be the bottom in the S&P. I don't know. We're right around 400 or 4,000 now, just under 4K for the S&P. GameStop still popping up, almost up to 27. Again, I guess the real question here, and I think this is the most reasonable question to ask about this earnings report here. I think the most reasonable question is, do you think the FTX move do you think the FTX sympathy move is already baked into GameStop as we speak? Is the real question here. So essentially, do you think we see some more bullish action in GameStop after the earnings call starts? Or do you think they're already baked into it? Do you think they've already made those purchases and they're just sitting on it now? We're right around 27, just under 27 as we speak. And so again, let me know what you guys think. Love the FTX move, not baked in. I think if they say some positive stuff during this earnings call, you could have a real chance at really sparking some big positive action here. If they say some previously unknown things during the earnings call, there could be some craziness that happens. GameStop moving a ton in pre-market already, all the way up to 27. Was that around 23.30s or so right before the bell ended, right before the earnings were announced. And so positive reaction for this as well. They also had better than expected EPS, lower than expected EPS. And so that's good. So that's another potentially bullish thing regarding the earnings call. We can see 30 plus tomorrow. Reasonable, I think. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think it's reasonable to assume, especially if they say some good things here during this earnings call about the FTX deal. Again, 6 minutes, guys. Some baked in, but others waiting for more info. Some shorts may cover in FOMO. Yeah, 100%. That's certainly plausible. I think Mountaineer. Again, I think there's a lot of people that are already there's a lot of people like traders here that might be buying this up pre-earnings call in anticipation of it. I don't think it's, again, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but I think we could get some, positive sympathy reaction. It depends on what they say. I would expect that they're going to say some positive things regarding the FTX deal during this earnings call. And again, you never really know. Sometimes stocks can have great news and tank, and sometimes stocks can have terrible news and rip. But I think it's logical to assume that we might get some favorable bullish action if they do say some of those things, some good things regarding the FTX deal. I think we're baked into a certain extent with that already, since this is really where this big pop happened. But I think considering the size of the following, considering the amount of people that are going to be watching this and listening to this earnings call, even if we just got about, we have almost 600 people just here on this stream. I think in that regard, it's reasonable to assume that we might get some more bull action, but maybe not. Nobody really knows, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, if you want to look at AMC. AMC at about 840s. All right, guys. So yeah, with the basket trading that's going on, AMC up to 840s. GameStop at almost 27. All right, pull it back to 60 or 2650s here. Again, less than 4 minutes. Hedges are going to tank the price during after earnings because that's what they always do. We all know the price is fake. They're getting destroyed. Yeah. What's your price prediction on Bed Bath? Oof, I don't know, man. With the really bad news that happened over the weekend, I'm not sure. I made money on Bed Bath when it happened, and I'm still holding a piece of it. But I really don't know what it's going to do. I hope it goes up. GameStop at 2670s here, 2670s. Best games. I mean, I specifically play Halo, MLB The Show, 22, UFC 4. All right, guys, bear with me 1 second here. 1 second. All right, guys. So yeah, we got the earnings call starting at about a minute and a half. We got GameStop at 2680s, 2680s. All right, guys. Hey, hit that subscribe button. We got less than a minute before the GameStop earnings call goes live. Less than a minute. I'm going to mute this and turn the music off. Let me turn the music off here and get this rolling. All right, so yeah, we're still waiting on the actual earnings call to start. We got less than a minute. Again, calls or puts. We got about 740 people here. So hey, hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. I certainly appreciate it. We're going to stream the full earnings call. Let's do a sound check so you can hear the music. Before we get this started, you can hear the music. Let me know. You should be able to. So when the music was just playing, you should be able to hear it, correct? Let me know. It's not playing anymore. The earnings call starts in less than a minute. And again, we'll see if we get some bull actions from the FTX meeting. All right, guys, less than a minute. Hey, calls or puts. All right, so there's 4 p.m. So the earnings call should be starting anytime now. Anytime now. Let me check. I'm going to mute this. All right, so we still got hold music here. We're waiting for this call to start. Should be starting pretty soon here, guys. Hold on one second. Still waiting here. Yeah, hey, let me know if you think the market's going to, or GameStop's going to rip up. Again, plausible to assume that we're going to have some positive stuff said about the FTX partnership. I think we might rip up more in pre-market. You know, we're sitting nice in GameStop right now. I think we might rip up some more in pre. Hey, we got almost 900 people here, team. So, hey, hit that subscribe button. The earnings call starts soon. Here we go.
Second quarter.
There we go. Sound check 1 2 1 2.
Conference call. Please note that certain statements made during the call constitute forward-looking
Hey, let me know if y'all can hear the stream.
made pursuant to the safe harbor provisions of the Private Securities Litigation Act of 1995, as amended. Such forward-looking statements are subject to both known and unknown risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from such statements. These risks and uncertainties are described in the company's earnings press release and its filings with the SEC. The forward-looking statements today are made as of the date of this call, and the company does not undertake any obligation to update the forward-looking statements. I will now turn the call over to GameStop CEO, Matt Furlong.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I want to begin by reiterating the deep appreciation we have for our stockholders' unrivaled enthusiasm, passion, and support. As we work to transform GameStop, these remain unique tailwinds for us, ones we always recognize and value. I also want to take this opportunity to thank everyone across the organization for bringing continued focus and intensity to our mission, particularly during an active Q2 that represented a transitional quarter for us. Before covering the quarter's specific initiatives and results, I want to provide a high-level update on where we've been and where we're looking to go as our transformation progresses. When our board began turning over early last year, GameStop was saddled with significant debt, decaying systems, limited employee depth, and a host of other issues. This is why we spent the second half of 2021 and the first half of 2022 making up for years of underinvestment in modernizing the business. The upshot is we now have a more diversified product catalog, strengthened fulfillment network, improved tech stack and e-commerce presence, and fortified corporate infrastructure. Thanks to these improvements, including our SAP implementation, we're able to start focusing on a new set of priorities that include achieving profitability, launching proprietary products, leveraging our brand in new ways, and investing further in our stores. During Q2, we took steps to support each of these new priorities. With respect to pursuing profitability in the coming quarters, we right-sized corporate expenditures and headcount following a period in which the company had hired more than 600 new individuals. These actions, combined with the elimination of one-time expenses in Q1, contributed to a 14.3% reduction in SG&A. We've done this while improving our e-commerce experience and reducing free shipping to customers to 1 to 3 days. We're going to retain a strong focus on cost containment and continue promoting an ownership mentality across the organization. On the product front, our enhanced tech capabilities allowed us to follow the launch of our digital wallet with the launch of our new marketplace that allows gamers, creators, collectors, and others to buy, sell, and trade NFTs. The launch of our NFT marketplace supports GameStop's pursuit of long-term growth in the cryptocurrency, NFT, and Web3 gaming verticals, all of which we expect to be increasingly relevant for the collectors and gamers of the future. When it comes to accretive partnerships, we've been actively exploring opportunities to strengthen GameStop's offerings and increase brand visibility. We're building on the momentum established by our previously disclosed partnerships with organizations like Immutable and Loopring, whether it be through new relationships that support our commerce business, blockchain group, or both. The deal we just announced with FTX is a byproduct of our commerce and blockchain teams working together to establish something unique in the retail world. Lastly, when it comes to investing in our stores, we rolled out an improved compensation model for U.S. store leaders. Each of these store leaders is being given a time-based equity grant of $21,000 that vests over 3 years, as well as the opportunity to earn additional compensation every quarter via a performance-based equity grant. In conjunction, we're raising hourly pay for certain store associates. These steps were taken to help us enhance retention and recruitment of passionate, quality talent. When we think about the GameStop of the future, we expect our stores to help us maintain direct connectivity to customers and sustain localized order fulfillment capabilities across more geographies. This is why, even as we continue evolving our e-commerce and digital asset offerings, stores will remain a critical piece of the company's value proposition. Taken together, we believe the aforementioned steps can help us attain profitability in the coming quarters and produce additional revenue growth over the long term. Let me now turn to our financial results for Q2. Net sales were $1.136 billion for the quarter, compared to $1.183 billion in the prior year's second quarter. Sales attributable to new and expanded brand relationships remained strong. It is also worth noting that sales attributable to collectibles, which is a segment we intend to grow over the long term, were $223.2 million for the quarter, compared to $177.2 million in the prior year's second quarter. SG&A was $387.5 million, or 34.1% of sales, compared to $378.9 million, or 32% of sales, in last year's second quarter. As noted, we had a strong reduction in SG&A on a sequential basis versus Q1 of this year, and we're taking further steps to reduce SG&A on a go-forward basis. We reported a net loss of $108.7 million, or 36 cents per diluted share, compared to a net loss of $61.6 million, or loss per diluted share of 21 cents in the prior year's second quarter. There were no major one-time transformation, transaction, or related costs during the period. Turning to the balance sheet, we ended the quarter with cash and cash equivalents of $908.9 million. We continue to maintain a sizable cash position, even while investing in inventory to sustain strong in-stock levels and mitigate the full impact of lingering supply chain issues. At the close of the second quarter, we had no borrowings under our ABL facility and no debt other than a low-interest, unsecured term loan associated with the French government's response to COVID-19. Total liabilities compared to the second quarter of last year were down $237.8 million. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $20.5 million, up $7 million from last year's second quarter, reflecting investments in our technology and enterprise systems. We anticipate CapEx will remain at modest levels. In the second quarter, cash flow from operations was an outflow of $103.4 million, compared to an outflow of $11.5 million during the same period last year. Inventory was $734.8 million at the close of the quarter, compared to $596.4 million at the close of the prior year's second quarter. In terms of an outlook, we're not providing formal guidance at this time. It is worth noting, however, that our ongoing engagement with key suppliers is positioning us to receive stronger supply of next-generation consoles in the months ahead. I want to finish by reinforcing that we're working to accomplish something unprecedented in our industry: transform a legacy brick-and-mortar retailer into a technology-led organization that meets customers' needs through stores, e-commerce properties, and both digital marketplaces and new online communities. Our path to becoming a more diversified and tech-centric business is one that obviously carries risk and will take time. This said, we believe GameStop is a much stronger business than it was 18 months ago. I'll leave it there for this quarter. We look forward to driving more progress in Q3. Thank you.
This concludes today's conference. You may disconnect your lines at this time. Thank you for your participation.
All right, guys. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know. What do you guys think? Yeah, huge deal for GameStop, up to 2670s right now, broke up to 2740s. So what did y'all think of this earnings call? Bull or bear? Vote on the poll. Let me know. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't reference the FTX deal, but that's okay. GameStop's still doing really well. And again, moving into tomorrow, we'll probably start to learn more and more as it happens. And so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I heard him talk about FTX. It just wasn't a ton, you know. Again, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I think they never, yeah, and they never take questions. So every time GameStop ends it pretty much immediately. They never do a Q&A. And so it's just not something that they do. Also, if you want to watch to see what happens with GameStop Live, we'll be here live tomorrow morning, bright and early. If you have not been there already, yeah, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit the notification bell. I certainly appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna keep talking. So I think we're gonna be doing a crypto show where we talk about this FTX potential deal and how it's gonna broadly affect cryptocurrency as a whole. And so stick around. Yeah, so GameStop pulling back to 2630s here, so it didn't hold 27s. GameStop doing yeah, hey, let me know what you guys think. Calls or puts, guys. Calls or puts. Yeah, GameStop at 2630s right now. Let's see if it actually holds. We appreciate everybody joining us here. We got over 1,000 people. Also, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Certainly appreciate the love and support. Also, guys, y'all check out TopStep. TopStep is a funded account program for futures. And so we day trade, swing trade, invest here at Beginner Trading. One of the ways we do that is by using TopStep. And TopStep is a funded account program for futures. We're going to be trading this live at the opening bell tomorrow morning. And, you know, TopStep, they essentially give you a demo. If you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you between 50 up to over 100K with a 90% profit split. They are regulated in the US by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. My job is to hit $3,000 in profit. I'm halfway there here. We have made about $1,500 on my TopStep account. And again, there's no PDT rule on TopStep. So you can day trade, you can short, you can do all these different things that you can't do in equities. And when I trade the SPY, I essentially trade the E-mini. The E-mini does the same thing as the SPY. Here's the SPY. Here's the E-mini on the right. And again, you can see it does the same thing. It's the same exact price action. And you can trade the E-mini, which is essentially the same thing as the S&P 500 in the futures market with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability, all that good stuff. And again, TopStep is a legit funded account program. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. One of the great ways to help support us, if you want to learn more and watch us do this, we're going to be trading with them tomorrow morning at the opening bell. You can get 20% off of their packages by using my link. We certainly appreciate all the love and support that we get regularly here on this channel. So go check out TopStep. There is the link for TopStep. GameStop started to bounce back up a little bit here. It's at 2650s. Let's see if we can just hold that level. 2650. We have kind of a little double bottom here. We'll see if that level actually holds. Another way, like I said, guys, another way to help support your boy here is by checking out Alpha Insider. Alpha Insider, super useful because, again, we can track our swing trades. And so if you want to check out how we're actually going to be tracking our swing trades, check out Alpha Insider. You know, again, one guy I'm really impressed with is this pivot point reversal dude. Look at this guy. This guy has made 1,000% over 5 years. That's roughly 200% a year. He's made 51% alone this year. He's made 25% this month, 10% on the week, 7% on the day. And this is just a way to track trades. You can back test traders. And so I can look to see when he made all these trades, where he's taking trades. I can subscribe to him and it'll give me alerts on what this dude is actually doing if I wanted to copy him. Really interesting site, completely free. If you want to check out more info on this site, again, signing up for both of these are just ways to help support our free content. We don't charge for any of our content. It's all 100% free. And so these are just ways to help subsidize the channel. And so if you want to check out Alpha Insider, I'll post this link in chat. There is the link right there. You can also find it in the description. So check out those links, hit that subscribe button, and we will be back bright and early tomorrow morning, guys. Good luck. We'll see you guys next time.